had stingray for the very first time in this cosmopolitan and vibrant culture hub of a city. You may have guessed where I'm at based on the title of this video. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where the gleaming skyscrapers echo with glimpses of history, blending a rich tapestry of tradition and modernity, where the food scene is a gastronomic adventure that reflects Malaysia's diverse cultural influences. From street food stalls to upscale restaurants, Kuala Lumpur offers a culinary journey that caters to every palate. And if you're a foodie like me, get ready for a pleasant surprise with the incredible mix of cuisines we devoured in this little corner of Kuala Lumpur. So you have some context. Let me quickly set the stage real quick by recapping the events that led up to the gems I'll be showing you in this video. On our way back from Bali to the USA, our little family of 3 had a quick stopover in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, with just under 2 days, which felt even shorter with our energetic 3-year-old with us. We dove headfirst into the vibrant city, soaking up its rich culture, delicious food, and impressive sights. Given our time crunch, we only scratched the surface of Malaysia's diverse offerings. But hey, it's a teaser for our next visit, a really good teaser. Our home base in Kuala Lumpur, KL going forward, so I don't have to say Kuala Lumpur over and over again, was the very conveniently located Mandarin Oriental Hotel near KLCC Park, where we got to stare at the iconic Petronas Towers for hours while sipping our multiple gin dragon fruit martinis. We explored the adjacent chic Surya Mall and took a leisurely stroll through the adjacent and lush KLCC Park, stopping for a quick detour by the playground where my kid gave me the expected assignment of pushing him on the swing for much longer than I had preferred, followed by a swim at KLCC's Park's public kiddie pool. Then came our pre-reserved KL food tour in Petaling Street, where we uncovered some hidden gems, which is what I will be showing you today. I also discovered the coolest cluster of eclectic bars and speakeasies I had ever seen in one place, which I had to return to later that evening, but that is for another video, so hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next video. Okay, enough talk. It's time to go indulge in the delights of Petaling Street. Welcome to Petaling Street, located in the heart of KL, which is often unpopularly referred to as Chinatown. I learned quickly that many locals hate calling it that, but despite the absence of an officially designated Chinatown in the KL, the colloquial term has kind of become accepted, and both Google Maps and local taxi drivers readily recognize it as such. Petaling Street's historical roots date back to the late 19th century when Chinese immigrants settled in the area, contributing to its initial development as a tin mining hub. Over the years, Petaling Street has transformed into a bustling market and a cultural melting pot, with a diverse array of shops and street vendors. While renowned for its street food, Chinatown is also a hub for herbalists, traditional Chinese medicine shops, selling certain remedies that you'll only find out later that night if they work, or not, and vendors selling an array of goods from souvenirs to knockoff luxury items. While the Chinese community played a significant role in the area's history, these blocks now boast a rich mix of cultures, including a substantial presence of Indians, Thais, Burmese, and other geographic representations. This cultural diversity is reflected not only in the goods and services offered here, but also in the vibrant atmosphere that defines Petaling Street as a must-visit destination. At certain moments, I find it necessary to set aside my inner explorer, and time constraints that come with a short layover will do that to you. So although it dented my ego just a little bit, I hesitantly agreed to a Kuala Lumpur Chinatown quote-unquote food tour by delegating the exploration to someone who knows the terrain well. The cost per person and additional information can be found in the description of this video. An amusing twist to this experience is that our awesome tour guide, May, is a college friend of my wife's and an alumnus of the University of North Texas, located only 30 minutes away from our home in Frisco, Texas. Serendipitous, indeed. May is not just a friend tagging along, but also a proper professional guide in Malaysia.
May, you are a UNT alumni? Hello? And you run your own food tour company here?
My guiding.
All right, awesome.
So in Kuala Lumpur, you can find
Done.
all of the food that we have here, they're passed down from family, from generation to generation. That's why we have really good food over here.
Lovely. When did you move back here?
Oh, long time ago, 2011.
Wow.
It's been like 12 years.
As we stroll through the lively streets, one of the first symphonies of flavors memorably hitting my nose was a delightful fusion of durian and chestnuts being roasted in coffee beans. We'll try the chestnuts in a little bit. Our culinary journey began at a Chinese food shack tucked under an old vintage structure, which was tucked under the shadow of another huge, beautiful, bluish building called the Merdeka Tower. I was told by May that the building structure was inspired by the country's first Prime Minister, Tunku Abdul Rahman's iconic pose. The layers of history and charm definitely set the stage for a unique and immersive foodathon. Here we savored KL-style Hokkien noodles deliciously charged with flavor, and Cantonese noodles, uniquely gelatinous, yet bursting with flavors.
Okay, this is a prawn. The seafood, that's a
charred noodles.
Yeah, so it's called different texture. So this is flat noodles,
So
that is sort of fried noodles. Fried vermicelli.
So extremely flavorful, so extremely charred.
You need to use this one.
And you know I like smoky stuff. All right, this one are the Cantonese noodles, and they're more gelatinous, less flavorful than the last one. So I'm definitely gonna add some salt and maybe some hot sauce into it. But delicious regardless. Delicious. Ah, shit, I dropped it. Hang on. Let's go again. Better cheers. Cheers.
The magic unfolded right before our eyes as these delectable dishes were freshly prepared in our line of sight. The tantalizing aroma of the cooking process added one extra layer to our anticipation, making each bite exquisite. Having relished the delightful two kinds of noodles, we opted to sample quick and small snacks to tide us over until our next, more substantial meal.
It's hot. Oh, pellet cleanser. I like pellet. Okay.
I call it pellet cleanser. It's nice. You should.
Guava with seasoning, aka pellet cleanser.
Our next big meal, or sit-down meal, was a few blocks down. At this spot, the culinary experience went beyond merely selecting pre-tagged skewers with various prices, and we also had the option to choose individually prepped dishes, enhancing the customization of our adventure. The food shack was right next to a store where I kept my cold beer marathon going.
What's this again?
Spring rolls.
Just like normal spring rolls, huh?
Normal?
They look deliciously
Malaysian
different.
spring roll. We call it popiah. P-O-P-I-A-H. Popiah.
Popia. It doesn't need any sauces. It already has everything it needs. Is there a peanut sauce in there?
It's like that one, the brown sauce.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Oh, that's good.
So this is hot pot. Street style hot pot.
Alrighty.
These are the sauces. This is chili, that's sour plum, and that one is peanut.
Oyster mushroom again?
Yep.
Is that what it was?
Fried oyster mushroom
I'm gonna take the sauce.
sauce. Okay.
This is the spicy one, right?
Yes.
So the trick is to keep mixing it until it goes from white to black. Like
Brown.
Michael Jackson. No, that's the other way. Sorry.
All even, like it's all.
This clay pot chicken rice is hitting me with like 100 ingredients and flavors from like all sides of my mouth. It's delicious. Oof. Cheers. Especially the crispy rice bit. Cheers.
So the
That's
best
delicious.
part is-
All right. This is a first stingray with okra
And sambal.
and sambal. First time ever. Cheers. Woo. So soft. It's like ribeye meat, but not really, because it like literally melts in your mouth and then hits you with a couple of flavors. Spiced perfectly, salted perfectly. The okra is so well made that also melts in your mouth. But no, not fishy at all. And I think that's probably because of the seasoning that they use, because stingray is supposed to be a little fishy, but it's not.
Shave the meat.
You're required to shave the meat.
Shave the meat.
This is the, there you go, just like that. Keep going. So that's the fin?
We kept on walking, and then the irresistible aroma and sizzling sound of Malaysian satay brought me to an abrupt halt. Malaysian satays are skewers of marinated and grilled meats, typically served with a delicious peanut sauce. I think I enjoyed this so much that I forgot to film me eating it, but by memory I'll tell you this. As you bite into the perfectly grilled skewer, there's a delightful char on the edges that adds smokiness to the flavors. The peanut sauce, with its creamy and slightly nutty undertones, complements the meat very well, creating a harmonious fusion of flavors. which is sweet, savory, and subtly spicy. There was an abundance of fresh seafood restaurants, and the choices ranged from seafood, like crustaceans, to fish, and even swamp food, like frogs. Here is when our tummies were nearly full, and there was no need to kill nor kiss a frog. We carried on to the next place for some dessert, but I forgot to mention that many of these places have cooks that are ready to custom make your plates to your liking, turning your meal into a personalized journey. As you savor the mouth-watering dishes and tasty beverages, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for Petaling Street. While predominantly Chinese in character, these blocks are also home to other ethnic communities, like we talked about, and those include the Malays and Indians and others. This diversity contributes to the multicultural heritage that makes Kuala Lumpur truly special. Our next stop is a sweet stop, where we had Cendol. I think I pronounced it correctly, and please excuse me if I didn't. Originating from Southeast Asia, particularly Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand, and probably other places nearby.
Well, I'll tell you this. I never thought of red beans as dessert in my life. Corn I've had, palm sugar, coconut milk, sure. Red beans, never. Woo!
Adopted into the vibrant Thank you for being here. Cheers.